American Bandstand will not be seen today, but will return with more country soul and rock and roll. Now, stay tuned for an ABC special presentation.
How would Richard Simmons respond to a job offer from Christopher Columbus? What would General Hospital's Leslie Charlson say to an alien on her doorstep? Find out when our experts reveal their true colors on the new personality game show, What Are My True Colors?
Show your colors, find what shade you are, feeling for you, that's the color of blue. Orange, so carefree and cool, color me green, I have knowledge to share, the golden one is always there. Are you blue, Casanova, the green, a real Nora, orange, the color of laughter,
And now, the host of What Are My True Colors, Mike Charon.
Thank you all very much. Thank you. Oh, stop it. You're going to hurt yourselves. Thank you all very much. All right. Welcome to our exciting new game, True Colors. And today, two contestants and you at home will try to learn the personality colors of our two celebrity guests today. Now, let's meet our two contestants. With us today are Marcella Beard from Fort Worth, Texas, and Brian Riccardi of Bonners Ferry, Idaho. Welcome to the show. Good to have you here. Now, Marcella and Brian, as you know, we have grouped people of all ages into 4 personality types through our True Color profile, which you took, along with the studio audience and our guest celebrities. Now, Marcella, I see we've pegged you someone who needs help. No, actually, a blue with a splash of orange. Oh, listen to those blues and oranges up there. Okay, a compassionate blue. What do you do?
Well, I'm going to school to be an X-ray technologist, and working with people a lot is what you have to do, and I think that that really shows my true blue color.
And Brian, our profiles show that you are a gold with a splash of blue. Okay, a dependable gold. What do you do? You look dependable.
Well, thank you. Thank you. Yes, I am gold with a little splash of blue. I am a graduate of the Air Force Academy, and I'm a lieutenant in the Air Force and currently fly in F-4 Phantoms at George Air Force Base in Victorville.
A Top Gun, in other words.
The Air Force type.
The Air Force type. Okay. Okay. But you have a little bit of blue in there.
Yes, I do.
Okay. All right. How many oranges are out in the audience? Oranges? The spontaneous people there. How many blues? Compassionate blues? All right. Let's hear for the greens. Curious people. The curious people down front here. And finally, the gold, dependable gold.
Yeah, right.
I knew the golds would show up. They're very dependable. Now, if you folks at home want to know your true colors, this is what you do. Keep track of the answers today. That'll give you a good idea of what color you are. Let's get started. Now, Marcella and Brian, your first challenge today, this could be tough, folks. Find out the true colors of Richard Simmons, and here is his personal bio.
Richard's first memory of his childhood in New Orleans was food. He says his first words were, "Where's the buffet?" When he reached 268 pounds, he also reached his turning point. Richard lost an amazing 123 pounds and decided to devote the rest of his life to helping people lead healthier lives. His hit TV series won 4 Emmys. His newest passions are his exercise video for senior citizens and a new TV show, Slim Cooking. He relaxes by walking his 5 Dalmatians. Richard says if he weren't a fitness guru, he would have been a doctor. And his hero is Joan of Arc.
Ladies and gentlemen, Richard Simmons. With Richard, we gave him a color profile. He also answered a special set of questions about how he might react in different situations. Now it's up to Marcella and Brian to guess how Richard responded. Now, the contestant with the most points at the end of the second round will go on to play the close-up round for valuable prizes, as they say. And one of those prizes is a Caribbean cruise. Ooh. Now, by the way, Richard does not know the results of his true color profile, so we don't know what color
I tried to cheat, but it was hard.
We strapped him down, and he liked that. Okay, here we go. Now, the first question here...
I liked it a lot.
...is for $50. Are you ready, Marcella and Brian?
Ready.
Okay, this comes from the sticky situations category. An office mate, let's just say me, my breath is so bad that it's killing the rubber plants around the set here, okay? What is Richard going to do? Is he going to be an authentic blue? Tell them privately in a nice way. Or conventional gold, send an anonymous memo. Irrational green, move away from them. Or an impulsive orange, give them several packs of breath mint. Now, lock in your answers. How would Richard respond to this question about breath? Okay, Marcella, let's start with you.
Okay, Richard, I think that you're really sensitive to people's needs and things, and so you would choose the blue answer because you wouldn't want to hurt his feelings.
Okay, a blue. Tell them nicely. Brian, what'd you lock in?
Well, Richard, I also think you're a very sensitive person, but I don't think you're going to tell them out and out in the open so everybody else would hear. I think you would send them a message, and so I would pick gold.
Gold, okay. All right, Richard, you're going to hose me
And
down
the
with
winner,
scope
pardon
or
me?
something. What did you do?
Well, this really happened to me, you know, because I have exercise studios and I deal with a lot of teachers. And after you teach an exercise class, it's like Godzilla crawls in your mouth. And what I really do, honest to goodness, is I take them over to the side and I sit them down and I just tell them very nicely. And then I give them a toothbrush and some toothpaste.
All right, so it's blue.
It's blue!
All right. And Marcella. Yeah. Marcella, you have about $50 now. Okay, Brian, you have a chance to catch up here in this round. This is from the past predicaments category. All right, ready? You know the world is flat, but this guy Columbus comes along, offers you a job on the Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria. What is Richard going to do? Is he going to be a devoted blue? Go with anxiety. Who's anxiety? You don't know? A caring gold. Stay home and take care of the family. A seeking green. Go to prove his theory. Or an exciting orange. Go on the ship. Go on the ship and have fun with the crew. Okay, lock in your answers here. Remember, the score is 50 for Marcella and 0 for Brian. All right, Brian, let's catch up here. What do you say?
Well, Richard, I think you're kind of the society type of person, and you have influenced a lot by society, and you like to work with society. So I think you're going to go with the blue and go along for society.
Okay, a blue from Brian. And Marcella, what color?
Well, Richard, you seem like a really outgoing person. Don't know why I think that, but
I don't know either.
I think you would go for fun with the crew, just to have a good time.
Just have a good time. Okay, we've got a blue from Brian and an orange from Marcella. Richard, how did you answer this question? You going on the cruise or are you going to wait for the Mayflower?
I looked at this very carefully, and I decided that I was not going to go with the blue.
No.
And I was not going to go with any other color but the gold. I would stay home and take care of my family. I would.
Okay, a gold. And you don't win any money on that, either one of you. So the score right now is $50 for Marcella. And Brian, you have a goose egg. You can catch up in the next round here. Richard is going to go backstage.
Yes.
Do whatever you want.
We're going to just a few sit-ups and some push-ups
Okay.
and someone else.
Come back for the close-up round.
I will.
Okay.
I will. Bye.
And up next is round 2. We'll meet Leslie Charleston of General Hospital when we come back. Don't go away.
What are my true colors? Brought to you by Bubble Yum Bubblegum. Yum it up with Bubble Yum.
When you yum it up with Bubble Yum Bubblegum, you could get swept away by winning one of 30,000 insanely tubular prizes in Bubble Yum's OP Surf Stakes, like a trip for 2 to OP's Pro Surfing Championship in California, or a fully cool Ocean Pacific wardrobe or swimsuit. To enter, send your name and address in either a Bubble Yum wrapper or a card with Bubble Yum and OP Surf Stakes written on it to Bubble Yum OP Surf Stakes, P.O. Box 7038, Cherry Hill, New Jersey, 08034. So get pumping and enter the Bubble Yum OP Surf Stakes.
We wear short shorts. If you dare wear short shorts, therefore short shorts.
The cotton test proves Nair leaves legs smoother days longer than shaving. Now Nair Bikini Kit for a sleek bikini line.
Now get your teeth their whitest. Let Pearl Drops turn your toothbrush into a polishing machine.
Invented by a dentist, Pearl Drops is specially formulated to help polish away stains and plaque for whiter teeth. Let Pearl Drops help you polish away stains and plaque.
One love, get closer.
Introducing Close-Up's refreshing new paste.
Get closer. When you're closer, that's when closer comes. White teeth and a fresh mouth. It's the nicest thing that you can do. Do it for me, and I'll do it for you. Want love? Get closer.
Now in paste and in gel.
Skittles, Skittles, bite-sized candy, taste the rainbow of fruit flavors. Skittles, Skittles, bite-sized candy, taste the rainbow of fruit flavors. Colorful candy shell, fruit flavors in the middle, strawberry,
Grape,
orange, and lime.
taste the rainbow of fruit flavors.
Skittles, Skittles, bite-sized candy, taste the rainbow of fruit flavors in Skittles.
Welcome back to What Are My True Colors? Our next celebrity guest is Leslie Charlson. Let's take a look at her personal bio.
Leslie has starred on General Hospital since 1977 and has garnered 4 Emmy nominations. She attributes her success to a good education and extensive experience in all areas of her craft. Leslie is also known for charitable work with Aid for AIDS and cystic fibrosis. She's not married, but says she is taking applications. In her spare time, she loves to ride her gray Andalusian horse, curl up with a good book, or ponder crossword puzzles. She's such a fan of Elvis Presley that she can recite his Army serial number. She says her fantasy is to be a sex symbol and have naturally curly hair.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Leslie Charlson of General Hospital. Leslie, come on out here. All right, good to have you here. Let's see if we can figure out her true colors, okay? Here we go with the first question for Leslie. This is from the Weird Encounters category. Perfect for her. A Martian shows up on Leslie's door. What does she do? Is she the communicator? Is she blue? Invite him in. Is she conventional gold? Call the cops. A curious green. Ask a lot of questions and see if it's legit. The green's like that one. Or spur of the moment orange. Ask for a ride on the spaceship. Okay. Now lock in your answers. And the score is 50 for Marcella, 0 for Brian. Let's get on the old jet here, Brian, and get going. Marcella, let's start with you this time. Add to your total.
Okay. Leslie, I think that you are the questioning type person, and you study a lot, and you've had a lot of schooling, so I think you would be really interested in this bean. I think that you would do the green answer and question it.
Green, then. You're going green. Marcella's going for more green. And Brian, what do you think?
Well, Leslie, I think you're a person with a very academic background. You're seeking to expand your knowledge. You read books. You're trying to learn more. So I also would choose the green selection that you would be curious and ask.
I think you're a thinking human. Okay, a couple of greens. Brian would shoot down the Martian, right? That's what you would do?
Yes.
All right. Leslie, what would you do?
mean that they don't think I have any kind of social life whatsoever?
Pretty much that's what they're saying, yeah.
I mean, come on.
That you think all the time.
All right, okay, they're both right.
Oh, they are?
Yes.
All right. They both get a green here. Okay. Let's add up the total. Marcella has $100, and Brian has $50. Now, this next question is worth $100, so listen very carefully. This comes from the Romantic Tangle category. In your love's pocket, you find a cocktail napkin with a phone number on it. How do you feel about this? How would Leslie feel about this? Is she an emotional blue? Hurt. Is she a traditional gold? Offended. Is she a rational green? Curious. Or is she a challenged orange and angry? Would you people be steamed or what? Yeah. Okay. Locking your answers here. Again, the score is 100 for Marcella, 50 for Brian. All right, this one's worth $100 now. Brian, why don't you start?
Well, Leslie, since you said yourself in your biography that you were accepting applications for marriage, I don't really think that you would be offended. I think you'd be very curious who the other person was.
Okay, so you're saying green, right? Green, okay. And Marcella?
Well, Leslie, you seem like an up person, and I think that you'd be really angry at him for having this in his pocket while he was going out with you. I mean, come on. So I think you'd choose the orange answer.
The orange answer, okay. So Brian has green, Marcella has orange. Leslie, tell me
Well,
like it
you
is.
see, there's stages of this. You can be lots of all these things. I mean, you can, well, actually what it is I'm curious and then I'm going to blow his brains out.
You're not hurt, it's going to hurt him. So it's green. Okay, Brian. Green, you got it. All right. Brian, congratulations. $150. Marcella, $100. But just so you aren't blue for the entire rest of your life, I got some parting gifts for you backstage.
Thank you. I had a
played the
good
game
time.
very well, Marcella.
Thank you.
All right, Brian. $150. And now that means that you will be moving on to the close-up round where we bring out both celebrities. So you can ask them a few questions, try to hone in on their first color, which is what they're most like, and their last color, which is, of course, what they are least like. And we'll do that right after this.
Feeling good about yourself, feeling carefree. Much more flavor than ever before. It's more flavor, carefree.
Carefree bubblegum now has more flavor. It's like no other sugar-free.
There's a great new feeling with Carefree Sugarless Gum. It's got more flavor than ever. And now, test proved, chewing Carefree after snacking actually helps fight cavities.
On behalf of LaChoy, we welcome you aboard our flight bound for the Orient. We'll be arriving in just 8 minutes.
Tonight, depart from the routine. Discover improved LaChoy dinners like savory chicken chow mein. Just eat and serve and you're off for the Orient.
Please check to see tray tables are in position. And before that first flight, make sure seatbelts are securely fastened.
Improved LaChoy Oriental dinners. A welcome departure.
Aquafresh case history 43. Jim Edwards, Aquafresh user. Never had a cavity in his life. But at 17, facing new problems, gum disease and bad breath. Recommendation, now more than ever needs a complete toothpaste. One that not only fights cavities with fluoride, it freshens breath and helps remove plaque to reduce early gum disease called gingivitis. Triple protection Aquafresh.
Jim, this is really important.
Aquafresh, more than cavity protection, triple protection.
Butterfinger's better, it's a better Butterfinger. It's a crispier, tastier Butterfinger bar. They made Butterfinger better, so you simply cannot get a peanut butterier tasting Butterfinger.
Better.
A crispier middle for the best taste yet. Makes Butterfinger's guaranteed freshness. Better. Butterfinger's better, better. Get a Butterfinger, get a better Butterfinger.
Now.
The Bisco.
Where have you been? Welcome back with our celebrity guests, Leslie Charlton and Richard Simmons. And, of course, Brian is here, our winner. Now, to help you find their first and last color, I think you need a little more help. So during the commercial break there, I gave you a list of questions. And you can ask Leslie and Richard these questions, well, at least as long as we have time. One rule, though, you must alternate the questions between Richard and Leslie. Are you ready?
Leslie I'm ready.
Richard.
Fire away, as they say in the Air Force.
All right, Leslie, would you please name one adjective that least describes you and tell me why?
That least describes me?
Yes.
I would say that least describes boring.
Yeah.
Because I don't think I am.
Thank you.
A word for Richard.
Richard, what one adjective least describes you and why?
Stuffy, because I'm a real outgoing person and I really let my feelings show, and I'm...
Stuffy? You were very fat.
But no, I don't mean stuffy that way. I mean like snobby. I'll say snobby.
Okay.
Moving right along.
Okay, Leslie, what is your pet peeve and why?
Well, at the moment, it's Richard, but...
Okay, one for Richard.
Richard, what is one adjective that most describes you and why?
I would say humorously sensitive. Is that one word? Yeah, that's two. I think that it's very important to have a sense of humor in life. I think too many people are serious, and I think...
Try to develop it, Richard.
I was trying. So I would say sensitively humorous.
All right, let's move along, Brian.
Leslie, what's one adjective that most describes you?
Everything that Richard said, but I'm telling the truth about it. No.
You better be.
Adjective, I would say that I'm humorous, I guess.
Okay.
Humorous.
Richard, what is your pet peeve and why?
My pet peeve is negative people. People who, go through life and just put a down on everything. I like positive people. So when people get negative, that's my real pet peeve.
I hate to be negative, but we only have time for one more question.
Okay.
Hurry up.
Leslie, if you could be granted one wish, what would it be and why?
That Richard would have something else to do at the moment and go away. And
we do have to do
because
something
he's making
else.
me crazy.
We're moving along to something else here. That's all the time we have here, Brian. Good job. Now, do you feel like you got a pretty good handle on who they are?
You bet.
Okay. You don't look very confident there. You got a couple minutes to decide here. Now,
Okay.
my hands are sealed envelopes with the results of our true color profiles. When we come back, we'll get a chance to see if you've gotten to know Richard and Leslie well enough to know their true colors. We'll see how he does. A Caribbean cruise is riding on this.
One love, get closer. Introducing Close-Up's refreshing new paste. Get closer. When you're close up, that's when close-up comes. White teeth and a fresh mouth. It's the nicest thing that you can do. Do it for me, and I'll do it for you. One love, get closer. Now in paste and in gel.
Butterfinger's better, it's a better Butterfinger. It's a crispier, tastier Butterfinger bar. They made Butterfinger better, so you simply cannot get a peanut butterier tasting Butterfinger. Better. A crispier middle, for the best taste yet. Makes Butterfinger's guaranteed freshness. Better. Butterfinger's better, better. Get a Butterfinger, get a better Butterfinger. Now, Nabisco.
If you're like me, you've always loved Carefree sugarless gum. It's got great taste. Plus, now tests prove that chewing Carefree after snacking actually helps fight cavities. What could be better than that? How about even better taste? That's right. Carefree's just been improved with more great flavor than ever. You're going to love it. More flavor in every flavor. Wintergreen, spearmint, peppermint, cinnamon, fruit, strawberry, and bubble gum. Try new Carefree sugarless gum for more flavor than ever before and let yourself feel even more carefree.
Family and friends and wonderful food. The way it's supposed to be. You couldn't really eat lunch without Hellman's. You'd miss that perfect rich taste that makes everything else taste perfect too. Hellman's Real Mayonnaise. It's what mayonnaise is supposed to be.
All right, Brian, you have seen a biography of Leslie and Richard, and you've heard them answer a couple questions about how they would behave in true color situations, and you had a chance to quiz them on your own, one-on-one there. So, how do you think you can guess their brightest color, their first color, and their palest color, their last color?
I'm ready.
You're going to win some great prizes.
Okay.
Okay, let's start with Richard.
All right, Richard, I think you're a very outgoing person, but you seem to be very sensitive, so I'd say your brightest color will be blue.
Blue.
And,
okay.
I also see a little bit of every other color in you, but I think the least likely of your personality would be green.
Green.
Because that would kind of put you out of the picture.
First is blue, last is green. Let's move on to Leslie.
Leslie, I don't think you were too difficult to decide. You seem like a very, very studious person. You're very eager to learn. You like to expand your knowledge. So I think your primary color would be green.
Green for number one. And what's her palest color?
Her palest color was a little more difficult, but she did say she was not a very boring person. And I think a boring person would lead a very structured life, kind of like myself in the military, not much variety. So I'd say your palest color would be gold.
Okay. Let's see what the true color profile said. Now, Leslie is going to open up an envelope and read to us about Richard. Tell us his true colors.
I don't have to open the envelope. You know, we were on General Hospital together for 4 years, so we know each other very well.
And
Well, add anything you want then.
And I happen to love him very much. Richard Simmons' color profile shows that he is a type who considers people to be of the highest importance. This type is extremely intuitive, and others will turn to them for nurture and support. His type are natural leaders of the Pied Piper variety. They have the charming characteristic of taking it for granted that people will follow wherever they lead. Because of their charisma, people usually do. Richard's type are excellent companions and mates. They are great communicators and are warmly enthusiastic and optimistic. Richard's first and brightest true color is a very compassionate blue.
Great.
Yeah.
Got one star there. Okay, what's Richard's palest color?
As to his last color, Richard follows his heart more than his head. He'd be more likely to leap before he'd look. His family and friends would be more important to him than going to the moon. Richard's last and palest color is green.
Hey! Brian, you're doing very well. 100%. 2 for 2 here. All right, let's go and find out about Leslie. And Richard, you do the honors here. Tell us her true colors.
I certainly will.
Richard,
I've always loved you too, but now it's come down to this one piece of paper. Leslie Charleston's color profile reveals that she values intelligence, a quick response, ingenuity, and improvisation. Her type enjoys the complex and is a source of inspiration to others. She characteristically is always on the outlook for a better way to do things. She typically is delighted by many things and is easy to please. A rough draft is all she needs to feel confident to proceed into action. Leslie's first and brightest color is a tie.
Yeah?
Between green and orange.
Great. All right. You're 3 for 4, Brian. That's pretty good. All right. What is Leslie's
As to
tail?
her last color, Leslie's type has the charming capacity to ignore the standard, the traditional, and the authoritative. Order and routine in daily relationships is not apt to inspire her. It is not unusual for Leslie to misplace her car keys. Leslie's last and palest color is gold.
Yeah. Thank you. All 4 stars. You win all 4 prizes. And here is Charlie to tell you what they are. Charlie.
Well, behind your first star is Broyhill's massive roll-top desk and matching oak chair. Constructed of oak solids and oak veneer, the desk features several drawers, letter file compartments, and locked file drawer furnished by Broyhill. Behind your second star is an Apple IIc personal computer, sleek and transportable, with built-in disk drive, standard 128K memory, and RF modulation. And behind your third star is Quasar's 10-inch color TV remote control, Euro-styled and colorful, the fashion accent from Quasar. Plus, wireless remote, high-speed picture search, preset tuning, and one-touch record in this high-quality video recorder from Quasar. For your fourth star, a Caribbean cruise for 2. You'll fly to Miami via TransStar, the full-service airline featuring frequent non-stop flights, quiet, comfortable jets, and new low fares in both first class and economy coast to coast, furnished by TransStar. And you'll cruise aboard Admiral Cruise Line's SS Emerald Seas to the Bahamas. A cruise that has brought together an unusual island, fine food, entertainment, and casinos, furnished by Admiral Cruise Lines. Mike, back to you.
A cruise and you don't have to fly yourself.
Well,
you don't have
that's
to fly
great.
yourself. You're taking a boat. Congratulations. Richard, Leslie, great job. Thank you.
Thanks for teaching us our true color.
And I hope you found your true color today. Goodbye, everybody. Bye-bye.
Some contestants overseas, kids really go for the rich, chocolatey taste of Hershey's syrup and milk. Hershey syrup makes good things even better. Stetson, the gift that fits the man. Stetson cologne, a cologne that's easy to wear, hard to resist. Stetson fits. New Glade Litter Fresh. Cat lovers will love the way new Litter Fresh works to eliminate litter box openers. True Value True Test Easy Care paint for easy does-it painting in 3 finishes and many decorator colors from True Value hardware stores. Tootsie Pops, the only pop with the real Tootsie Roll center, and Tootsie Rolls, the chocolatey candy bar that lasts a long time.
Tonight, Scott is kidnapped, and the alien is the ransom on Starman. Then a young police cadet was the best in his class till his badge was tarnished with revenge on O'Hara. After, an innocent man is framed for murder until his parish priest gets Spencer to investigate on Spencer for Hire.
Cool, clean water.